Good morning. I'm just out here in one of the local parks. Came out for my walk, and I suppose I just spoke to you before about the idea of birdsong, and I just want to talk a little bit more about that this morning. So, birdsong is great for stress and anxiety. It can help us to relax. We know that bird sounds enforce a human being's innate connection with nature, because somewhere in the sound of birdsong we know we are safe. Just take a moment just to listen to the birds here this morning. So we know that over time music therapy has increased in popularity, and we know that time and time again we know that music is good for the soul and for the spirit, and music is good for our well-being, and birdsong really is a form of music. We know that birds use their song to communicate with one another, and sometimes they use it to protect their territory and defend against various predators. They also use it to attract one another in romantic love. And we all have particular bird sounds that we like. I know personally for me, I like the sound of the kind of smaller, chirrupy birds. And I also like the sound of the wood pigeon as well. So birdsong is a form of music therapy, it's a form of sound therapy, and it can really help us a lot. So our daily lives is filled with busyness. Our world is fast-paced, it can be stressful at times, and sometimes we need to stop and slow down. And perhaps if that's one thing that this pandemic has shown us, it's shown us the need to slow down, to stop. And birdsong can help us to do this. It can help us to slow down. Sometimes it can shift our focus. It can help us move away from our various problems and find our inner calm and our inner peace. It can offer us a change of stimuli, because we get used to the sound of everyday life. We get used to the noise and the hustle and bustle of cars and traffic. And when we listen to birdsong, it can provide a break from the kind of emotions associated with this. Birdsong can reduce our stress, and it can just be a welcome distraction. Without having to move a muscle, I'm just sitting here in a local park. Birdsong can help us to transport away from the hustle and bustle of daily life, and it can bring us into a really peaceful realm, a peaceful space. Scientists have shown that birdsong can increase our blood flow, that in our brains, our blood flow can increase because our mind experiences a new sound, a new stimuli, and this in turn then increases our blood flow, which is very healthy, which increases our cognitive function. So in these days, I challenge you to find a quiet space where maybe you can go without distraction. Perhaps it can be the outdoors, park, somewhere local, your back garden maybe, or even it can just be in your house sitting near an open window. And I invite you just to maybe sit and take some deep breaths, breathing deep down into your tummy muscles. If you're sitting, maybe put your back against a chair and put your feet flat on the ground. Maybe lie down. If you're indoors, maybe near a window, you could lie. If it was your bedroom, you could lie on your bed. And I just, maybe close your eyes and just listen. Just listen to the bird sound, the bird song. And sometimes an exercise such as this can be done early in the morning when the bird song is at its highest, or it can be done maybe more toward the evening as dawn, as the sun is setting, because the birds often are very active and very busy then. But also on YouTube, there's lots of really good birdsong videos and music accompaniment that you can listen to as well. If you don't have access, to the outdoors. So again, just invite you to reflect on this beautiful sound of birdsong. The sky is our prayer. The birds are our prayer. The wind and the trees are our prayer. And through the stillness, through the peace, God is in all. And feeding the birds, like us birds, need to be nourished and nurtured. So feeding the birds can also be a prayer. And I just finish with a quote from Maya Angelou this morning that again maybe you can think of in these days. Birds don't sing because they have answers. Birds sing because they have a song. So again, I wish you a good day, and God bless, and we'll be in touch again soon. I hope that you do get out to enjoy some of the sunshine and get some vitamin D today. God bless.